Editorial: Don't force NC sheriffs to bow to ICE. Watch live. A bill that would force North Carolina sheriffs to more fully cooperate with federal immigration officials not only is potentially harmful to the sheriffs and the communities they serve. It's based on a House Bill 370 would compel local law enforcement agencies to honor U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement requests to detain people suspected of being in the country illegally. Some North Carolina supporters of HB 370 point to a Mecklenburg County case last month in which a 37-year-old Honduran man, Luis Pineda Ancheta, was involved in a 9-hour SWAT standoff shortly after being released from Mecklenburg County Jail. Mecklenburg Sheriff. After the incident, ICE spokesman Brian Cox accused McFadden of creating a public safety risk. McFadden countered, HB 370 supporters say such situations would be avoided by requiring sheriffs to honor detainer requests, but those requests are not backed by court orders, and they can place law enforcement in legal jeopardy for holding people without a warrant. Several U.S. The bill also could harm North Carolina cities and towns, particularly immigrant communities whose members already are hesitant to call the sheriff or police when they need help. Said Buncombe County, there's a better path to keep potentially dangerous undocumented immigrants off the streets. Local magistrate. Instead, NC Republicans are intent on a bill that interferes in how sheriffs try to navigate the delicate landscape of federal immigration laws, and ICE is misleading North Carolinians about its necessity. It's another example. Copyright 2019 The Charlotte Observer, Charlotte, North Carolina. Visit the Charlotte Observer, Charlotte, North Carolina. Ed. Distributed by
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park,